Are you starting it?
Yes.
Did you start it?
I did.
You started it?
I did. Right? Left.
Left, yes. Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins.
She was like, I'm going to start it. I'm like, are you going to start it? And she just kind of rolled her eyes and waited.
Earlier it was, do you have sock blockers? I'm like, they're right to your left. She's like, right to my left. Right.
Right.
It's Friday night.
It is.
We decided to record tonight because
God, it's Friday.
Lynn is going to get on a plane tomorrow. So welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Tonight is Friday, September 5th. First.
Oh my God. Sorry, I was dating everything the 5th at work because my boss comes back on Tuesday and I'm not there. So I was dating everything the 5th. And yeah.
No, it's the 1st.
Don't mind me.
You actually want to have the weekend.
I'll be okay. I haven't had the weekend already.
I'd like to welcome new and returning viewers.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby, and I've had a hell of a day. I didn't get out of work until 20 minutes after I normally catch my bus, so it's been a very long day.
I had the day off.
Shut up.
I did stuff running around with the girl.
Shut up.
And then I came home and knit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think of that.
Mm-hmm.
She was off at lunchtime yesterday.
Yes.
Double.
Yeah, well, that wasn't by choice, that was by need.
Yeah, well. Anyway, you can find us on Ravelry,
Who are you?
Facebook. Well, I already said that.
Did
part.
you?
I did. Did you start it?
What?
Did you start it?
Maybe.
Facebook, Ravelry, blog, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Etsy. We're everywhere. So apparently you can occasionally find us at festivals.
Occasionally. The next one is Rhinebeck.
Nope, not for me.
Oh, right, you're going to the...
I'm going to Vermont. I'm very excited.
I'm still pondering, but I probably won't.
My mother has tasked me with finding an orchard on the way home to buy a couple of bushels of apples, because it's a tradition. She and my father always get a couple of bushels of apples in the fall from Vermont. I'm not sure why, because we have an orchard like 15 minutes from our house. Well, from their house. Mm-hmm. But they want me to bring back Vermont apples.
Okay. And you can actually bring them across the border.
Yes, apples you can.
Mm-hmm. So, knitting.
Got
an FO?
I do. But I'm knitting.
I do. That's the name of another podcast.
Is it?
It is.
It probably is.
Ramona.
There's probably...
Toronto Ramona.
Oh, hey Ramona. There's podcasts named everything.
Mm-hmm. There is.
I really like how the teal is showing up.
It's nice.
This is one of my favorite tops, and unfortunately...
It's pretty true to color, too.
It's about Zenith Day. I've had it for about 10 years.
Mm.
And as you can probably tell if you get up close, I encountered Velcro at some point.
Use your gleaner.
That's a good idea, actually. I really like this shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I can only wear it when it gets cold outside, because I die in this thing otherwise. I think it's,
polyester?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good on you.
But I really like it. It's one of my favorites. So, I have a bow. They're not Jen finished because the ends are not woven in on the second sock.
Oh, Jen.
But how awesome are these?
They're pretty amazing.
I love the colors. I have about 30 grams left. Sue and Sarah already have minis.
Well,
but
you gave me a mini and I have a skein, so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So someone can have a mini. Someone will have to show up for work, though.
Oh, that's right. You said she wasn't there. See, we were talking about knitting at lunch because...
Okay, it was implied that it was this Friday because you made a big deal about it being Friday, and then Crystal was like, where'd they all go?
Crystal said Friday would probably be the only day. I said, that works for me, but I never said this week because I'm off.
Anyway, they're all off. Shella, Selma, Sue. Nobody was around, so Crystal's like, where are we meeting? And nobody answered.
I didn't know that the other two were off. Sorry, Crystal.
Yeah, so poor Crystal was like, but knitting.
We can actually have a lunch knitting again because we're kind of all in the same area.
Whoops, I'm going to lose my darn needle. It's in there somewhere.
Well, a couple of us that used to do the Ottawa one, isn't it?
Yes, I didn't because I wasn't there. Anyway, so these are my tapestry socks because they remind me of sort of the threads on medieval tapestries and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them. They're so pretty.
They are.
So pretty. I kind of laddered on the gusset on this one, but
like it's gonna matter when it's on your foot.
I don't care. They fit me and they're fine and I love them. So these are done out of Fibrarium's Conservatory Sock Yarn in Funfetti. She's Fibrarium on Etsy. It's not spelled how I thought it was spelled, which is why I couldn't find it for the longest time. It's Fiberrarium. So Fibrarium, she's on Etsy. These are her Funfetti socks, which are an awesome colorway. And I did them on 2.5 millimeters, which is a US 1.5.
Did you message her about Ravelry?
No.
Oh.
I'm having trouble remembering to put on pants these days.
Hey,
it's been a long week. My boss has been away for 2 weeks, and it's been, this week especially has been very long because I actually ran out of stuff to do. We all know how I am when I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
I actually begged one of the guys to let me work on something completely different because I was so bored. And he was like, well, if we do that, then nobody else has any work to do. And I was like, I know, but I'm so bored. My boss comes home. She comes back on Tuesday.
And time passes really slow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus there was, teenager drama, and then there was landlord drama, and then there was, it was just a rough week. It all worked out. Everybody's in a good mood now, except me. It's because I'm tired at this point, and my shoulder's been hurting me for like 3 days now.
Okay.
If I reach behind me, like if I go past straight out, if I go past there, I get these sharp shooting pains all down my arms. So I don't, and then I have to pop it because it actually pops when I do that. I don't know. It really hurts.
Let's not do that.
So I have to go see my doctor. She's probably just going to tell me to take muscle relaxants, which I can't take because they knock me out.
Lynne plus muscle relaxants?
I just end up sleeping for like 20 hours.
You can't even take codeine.
No codeine. It's just, I mean, I can take it. It won't hurt me, but I will be asleep for a really long time.
My physiotherapist wants my doctor prescribed me muscle relaxants because my shoulder's not healing as fast. And I'm like, how am I going to work? She's like, no, take them at night.
Yeah, you take it. Thing is if I take them at night, I'm groggy till the evening of the next day.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with sedatives in it.
Medication, yeah, it acts differently.
Gravol, Benadryl, whatever. I can't do it because unless I don't have anything to do the next day. If I don't have anything to do for like a day and a half, then I can go ahead and take it.
It's really not the case because when it happens, you usually have to adult.
I mean, this couldn't have happened while I was unemployed, I think it's actually I'm overusing it.
Yeah.
The way my desk is set up, my mouse. I tried a vertical mouse today and it helped a bit, but we'll see how it goes longer term.
Do you not have a keyboard tray?
I hate keyboard trays with a passion.
I know, but
I'm at the right height for my desktop to be the right height.
Okay.
It's just the mouse, I'm having trouble because I use the mouse a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah, I have the stand-up one.
So I have a vertical mouse now, so I'm going to try that for a little while and see how that goes. But anyway, you guys came here to hear about knitting.
Really?
What you working on, Sue?
It is Friday night. I am working on my So Faded, and this was gifted to me by Sarah, who is the Canadian knitter on the...
No, she's True Canuck Girl.
True Canuck Girl, and she has a Canadian knitter podcast, which I was watching today.
I need to catch up because I'm way behind on all our friends.
So,
way behind on everything.
Sorry, I'm just trying to, not lose all the stitches on the needle. I've gotten about 1.5 inches done. There's the progress keeper. Because I didn't have much mojo this week. But I have been tasked by the lovely Selma to finish the body by the end of the weekend. So I am into the 4th color.
Make it a Randex, whatever are we?
It was always going to be, but I have other stuff that I need to finish in October, so Where the Progress Keeper is where I switched from blending the two colors, 3 and 4, and that's 4, and then I have one more. This is the So Faded by Andrea Mowry, who is Drea Renee Knits, and I loves it. It actually fits quite well. And
if it wasn't for weaving in all the ends, I'd actually be tempted to make a sweater out of minis.
Oh, minis, yeah. Well, you could do the Russian join.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is So Faded, like I said, by Andrea Mowry. And the colorways I'm using are, the first one is 3 Hours Girls Glenhaven Cashmerino Fingering in the Fresh Earth. Then I blended into Sun Valley Fibers in the Forest colorway. Then it is Violet Yarn Company in the Browns colorway, and the one that I've blended into, I don't know if you can see it in there, it's kind of like, it's Knit Pick Stroll Solids, Heathers, and Twist in the Dune Twist? I don't know what I wrote
Dune
there.
Twist.
Yeah. So that's
it's
it.
Knit Pick Stroll and Dune Twist.
And I don't really like the pooling.
I think it's cool.
I think it'll be fine. I am not ripping it back. There is no way. Like, how I didn't notice that, I have no idea. But I think it comes like, we'll see. It's not getting frog.
You have boob stripes. Leave it be.
I do. It's so soft. Okay. The other thing I'm knitting on, which is here, is the Test Knit, which is the Coloresque.
I've rarely turned into a Monaga knitter.
Well, I'm trying to get stuff done, so
that is going to be amazing when it's finished.
Yeah, like I'm only knitting on 2 or 3 things right now. So this is the Coloresque, and it is the designer is Erin, who is Ersiku, Ersiku, and she is the Remade by Hand group. And this is made out of Araucania, Itada Solid in Lime Green, Bittersweet Bullery and Guilty Pleasures, Terrible Lizard colorway, Nidian Color Acoustic Sock, and the Olive colorway. 3.5 millimeters. 3.5 millimeters, which is a US 4. So this part is 90-something repeats of a 4-row pattern. And I did not say what my So Faded is being held in. This is my bag by Hawthorne Cottage Crafts, who is our friend Kate. And I absolutely love this bag.
The two of them have started a countdown on Instagram to Rhinebeck.
Yeah, that's her fault. Blame you, Kate.
I'm so excited to meet you.
And then my husband was like, your countdown is wrong. I'm like, what? He's like, I saw 59. I'm like, no.
49.
Yeah.
He saw 50 and 49 and mixed them up.
Yeah, because I posted it twice because I had the wrong days. And my Coloresque is being held in my Emerald Fibers bag, both from Ireland. It's all about the Ireland bags. And then I picked up something mindless because, like I said, my knitting, I mean, yeah, the sweater is mindless, but I couldn't. So I pulled out.
You couldn't even?
I couldn't even. So
Yay!
I pulled out my Falls Church Cowl, which I am making with, so there's a full complement of colors. Those are all minis that I dyed. And the gray is the Woolite in Charcoal. And this is by Tega Hilliard. And it's on 4 millimeters, which is a US 6. So now I'm probably just going to...
I was just thinking yesterday, I wonder if she's going to finish that one. Because I really like that one.
Yeah, I want it finished for the fall. But I'm going to go do a whole second repeat of all the colors because I still have this much left. Sorry for the glare. Like, that's still quite a bit of yarn. They don't eat, it's only 3 stripes of each color, so it doesn't take a lot. And what's left, well, I can do a lot of difference. I'm going to show you the...
Or put in your blanket.
Or put in my blanket. I'll show you the original pattern. Sorry. Oh, it's in black and white. But...
Picture rainbows.
Yeah. And that is in another bag by Kate. This is the one she gifted us for the podcast. Sorry, needles. 30. And all of these projects, except for...
I just want to smell it.
Yeah. The other 2 projects are on my Likey needles, the new interchangeable. And yeah, they're amazing.
Crystal got the DPMs.
Yeah,
I told her she had to take them to work so I could fondle them. We went walkabout on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Did you?
Yep, cool. And she got a big burrito as big as her head.
And
Bar burrito bar, yeah.
Bar burrito, yeah.
So it was hilarious. She was like, I saw there was a burrito place and I need a burrito. And I'm like,
They're
they're big.
to work. They're good.
They are so good. That's our night out these days.
Yeah. Well, I like the salad they make.
I actually got fish tacos.
Yeah.
Good.
But it's basically, it's your burrito, but in a box of salad. And then they have fully loaded nachos chips.
I haven't tried those yet.
See, the reason I got to try everything was because my daughter was working there, and at the end of the day, they all brought the food home. So it's kind of awesome. What you knitting?
What am I knitting?
Another
Another sock.
Yes, but we haven't seen that sock in some time.
In a very long time. Probably, I don't know, what, April?
At least.
It was in the spring. I am working on Rob's birthday socks for this year.
Sorry, that noise is...
Yeah, that's
chair's broken.
my foot keeps catching on the piece of wood in front of the chair.
It's what I broke.
So, I know. I was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You all were there, too. Yeah, stop leaning on the thingy. That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Nice pedicure.
Thanks.
So these are Rob's birthday socks. You may notice they are not a solid color. They're almost a solid color, but they're not quite. So these are out of Knit Pick Stroll Tweed in the Lost Lake Heather colorway. And I really like it. It's a mossy green and it's got all these little nups of fiber and stuff in it.
The tweed.
So,
It's the tweed.
yes, and he did say he would wear these. So I finished my socks and I've discovered that socks are really, really good bus knitting.
I know. It's amazing.
I mean, I finished a pair of socks in less than a month because I was knitting them on the bus. So it did take me 3 days to do the toe decreases though.
Actually, that's what I need to do for Sean's because they'll never be finished by Christmas.
Bring them on the bus.
I'm thinking of separating them off the 2 at a time and just doing them tandem. It'll go faster.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Knit one on the way and the other one on the way back. You're so smart! My bus ride is only about 20 minutes, so I'm spoiled.
Half an hour, but I have to transfer buses, so.
Yeah, I don't. The bus goes from my front door to the front door at work.
That's
It's awesome. I love it. Of course, Monday they screwed up all our bus routes. They changed everything. With very little warning.
And you know that there was no books on the bus.
No, there's no books anywhere
You have
because
to go get them if you want a paper copy.
they hand out books that
Guides.
have all the route maps and schedules in them. But normally they have people at the main stops handing books out.
Or they're
they've
on
got
the bus.
piles of them on the bus. Whenever they do a schedule change like this, a major route change, there are boxes of them on the buses for you to grab.
Yeah, because usually
There aren't any this time.
the route changes are usually at this time of year. because
Yeah,
school
it's
starts.
always when school starts in September.
So if you want a paper copy, you got to go to the bus depot and.
I got lucky. I got on the wrong bus the other day.
And they had one.
I ended up in the middle of nowhere. He said, "Well, why didn't you say something when I asked if you were going to Ottawa?" I said, "Because I'm not going to Ottawa." He says, "Well, you're going to Portage. That's the same thing." And I'm like, "But Portage isn't in Ottawa. Why are you trying to confuse me on a Monday morning before I'm at caffeine?" So he gave me hell and said, "Well, you really should pay attention to the website." And I'm like, "Who the heck do you know who hangs out on the bus company's website?" I mean, really, there was no notification. He says, "Well, there's a sign right behind my head." I said, "The sign behind your head is for area festivals." So no, sweetie, there is no poster behind your head announcing route changes. I was very annoyed because he was giving me hell as if I really should have known better, and everybody was having the same problem. Yeah, he lets me off in the middle of nowhere. He says, "Take one of the buses going to Ottawa." Doesn't tell me which one. I don't know where I am. I don't know what bus goes by here. So I called my ex and I said, you might want to look up your bus route because it might have changed. And sure enough, it had. And there was no way he would have gotten to work if he had gotten on the
I'm
bus.
lucky I take my bus in my neighborhood and then I take the big,
Express bus.
bus.
So anyway, the second bus I got on, I ended up sitting near the driver, and I was relating my frustration to the bus driver because sometimes I chat to the bus drivers. And he says, it's not just you. I had no idea the extent of the changes they were making until I got to work this morning.
Wow.
I've had 4 bus drivers tell me the same thing. None of them knew what was going on. So the second bus driver happened to have his own personal copy of the new schedules and routes. And he gave it to me.
Which he can get easily again.
He gave it to me.
Yeah, I have to go to the place over here and get one.
And then, of course, some guy saw him give it to me and came over and demanded that he give him one too. And he was like, I don't have any more. That was it. And the guy just glared at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. So I got to work very, very frazzled on Monday.
But hey,
yeah, bus knitting. I was like, how did we get there? It's been a really long day.
It's fall. Almost, really.
It's fall. It was 13. It was 13 degrees yesterday.
It's going to 3 degrees tonight.
Woohoo! I might actually close my window.
I'm like, no.
Last night, it got cold enough in my bedroom that I had to have the blanket on top of me, but I was too hot under the blanket and too cold without the blanket, so I was just miserable last night. Tonight, I will close my window and just sleep with a sheet like I normally do.
Well, I was going out with Ashley today, and I was going to see her new place, and I'm like, so is it cold out? She's like, for you? Yes. That's what her and my husband always say. So I'm in capris, flip-flops, and a hoodie. I was in denial.
That's okay. I told Rob he'd want to wear a jacket. He was going to have to pack a jacket for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. If it keeps going this way. We have not really had a summer. We've had rain.
I'm okay with this. I'm perfectly okay with this. I've only had 2 nights this summer where I couldn't sleep because I was too hot.
I'm okay that, the mosquitoes will go away now.
I haven't seen a mosquito in weeks. But anyway,
sorry. They come here for the chatter and the banter. Come on.
I'm not awake enough for banter.
Chug.
Hoi. So, this is, I already told you what it's made out of. It's on 2.5 millimeter needles, which is a US 1.5, and I'm back to my carbons, which I have missed so much. I've forgotten how much I love knitting with these.
I know.
They're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that all is living in, is this my independent bag?
Yep.
Okie dokie. This is my Stitch Together 4G bag. That's the shop, not the podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I remember the name of the shop. This is by Stitch Together 4G, who is our friend Amanda. And I love the sort of knit stitches fabric on the inside. It's very sturdy and very well made, so go check out her shop.
Is it open?
I don't know. That was a dumb thing to say. I have no idea if her shop is open. Go look. Check it out. It might be.
It might not be.
Hey, none of you told me my shop was closed for several weeks. I was completely unaware. I had no idea until I went to order something on Etsy and I couldn't because my account was suspended. I owed them 20 cents.
I get emails when I owe money.
I got nothing.
It tells me your monthly bill is, and
I get nothing.
Wow.
I was not impressed. So anyway, I did manage to pay my 20 cents and get my account reinstated and open the shop again. And then I was able to place my order, which hopefully I will get around about Thanksgiving time. So birthday present to me. Woohoo!
Is it dyed to order or is it something else?
It estimates that it'll ship around September 13th to 15th.
From Rachel? Oh.
It's not already dyed.
Oh, I didn't realize she had dyed to order.
Yeah.
Mine got here in a week and you'll see it momentarily.
Yes. And mine hopefully will arrive before my birthday because it's my birthday present to me.
That's awesome.
So I'm very excited about that, and that's all I'm knitting on. That's literally, I picked this up yesterday when I finished my sock.
Cool. So the knit-alongs that are still happening, the Pal-Cal ends today. So if you were not part of that or wanted to be part of that,
too late.
It's too late. The Travel the World by Design ends on the 30th of September, and once again, the continent is North America. If you use a Canadian designer, you will be putting a draw for a special prize.
And Selma's going to have to show up for that
Yes.
draw.
Yes.
Hear that, Selma?
She was part of the decision, as well as the
You started this whole thing.
Brown Bag Sock Club was her idea
Yeah.
to keep going this year. And so September 30th, we'll be wrapping it up. And yeah, I went through the thread the other day to make sure people didn't post more than 3 times, and they're being good this time.
I'll confess I haven't looked in a while.
Oh, okay. I did.
I haven't been on Ravelry much in the last little while. Okay, are we done with the little ones?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to say congratulations to Miss Paula of the Knitting Pipeline, who has a brand new grandbaby.
Oh, yay!
She posted a picture on Instagram yesterday. It's so cute!
That is awesome.
Well, it was her granddaughter and the new baby.
Yeah.
So, yay, Paula. Congratulations.
That's babies. We like babies.
And my friend Bridget had a baby last night.
I just
This
found
morning.
it. I just found it. My physiotherapist is expecting. So with all the work she's done, she's getting something.
My friend Bridget had a baby at 4 or something this morning.
Okay. Anybody else due after that?
Yes. My cousin's due in November. My
Okay.
sister-in-law is due, I'm not sure exactly when. And my friend Sylvie is due in February.
My nephew's
So many babies!
boy number 2 is coming in November. So, yep, babies.
I actually have a baby shower next weekend.
Well, my physiotherapist is finding out in 2 weeks what the sex is. So,
But not till Sunday, so we can still record.
okay. So, flash the stash. I have a little bit of stash. Did you get this?
Yes.
Okay. I got a pattern from Ride Flower Knits,
We
did. It's from her shawl collection, and I showed 2 shawls last week that she gifted me. Well, she has gifted her newest one to us. Let me just see if I can make sure there's no glare. And there's another picture in here. She is Venomous Flower on Ravelry. It was a really good, sorry, flipping. Yeah, it's this one. Try not to.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty, and we will have 2 copies to give away.
And thank you for sending them to me, by the way.
I was like, so can you get the other ones to Lynn? And she's like, I can do that. And she's Canadian. She's from Alberta. The other thing that I got was actually today. I was at Winners with my daughter because she was getting something. And I saw this on the shelf on the way to the cash, of course. There's all that stuff, right? This is like candy for knitters. This is, basically. It is Live,
Is there
Laugh.
candy in it?
No, there's something else.
Ooh.
Live, Love, Llama. How could this not come home with me? The husband does not know yet.
Have you seen the thing on Facebook, the difference between alpacas and llamas? I'll have to send it to you.
And then I had got this and forgot to show it last week. Lynn ordered this literally under my nose one day when we were podcasting. She's asking me all these questions. I'm not cluing in.
She thought I was looking up the shipping information, how much it would cost her. Get the bee.
Is it gonna focus?
Great, now I can delete them from my because they keep sending me emails.
Oh, good thing. Anyways, it's on Instagram if you actually want to see it. And then I got something. I got my yarn from Rachel. I got 5 of them.
I couldn't believe the shipping.
What?
I almost didn't order. I ordered.
See, I was lucky because she could fit it in a flat box.
I
or
ordered
whatever you
3
call them.
skeins and it cost me $38 just for shipping.
Yeah, she was able to fit it in something. So it's a little darker than that in real life. But it's called Poison Apple. And it is her basic sock base. It is 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, 463 yards. And I caked it up that night and did a swatch. Because I'm going to do the Austin hoodie. And so I wanted to bring it to work to figure out with Selma what I should do. And I'm glad I did because I'm doing a size smaller.
I want to see if Acreworks is going to be selling if they're going to have somebody selling their stuff at Rhinebeck, because I want one of those gauge swatch thingies. They have this little X tool that has grippy teeth, and you put it on your swatch, and it has a strip to show you the row and a strip to show you the other way.
Oh, I've seen those.
I want one.
And apparently their bobbins are amazing.
Yes.
And fit spinners better than the actual bobbins that are for the spinners sometimes. So.
I don't really need extra bobbins. That will just encourage me to keep spinning and not fly.
There is that.
I do have 4 bobbins already, so.
So would you like to announce the winner for our giveaway for the Night Owl Fiber?
I get to. Oh my God! No.
I know. I did the same thing. I saw the name. I'm like, no, that can't be.
She picked it without me. Well, she did the random number generator
and
without me.
I didn't tell you because I wanted you to see the name.
So we have this lovely skein of My Favorite Things by Rachel, which is on her high twist sock. I knew it was twist something. High twist sock, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's 400 yards of gorgeous stripiness. And the winner is number 83, who is Aunt Val.
That's her second time winning this year.
This year, really?
Yeah, she won the A Darn Good Yarn. Yeah.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
I'm pretty sure it was this year or last. Oh, I don't know.
So
She's won before.
She said that her favorite colorway is the pumpkin patch, which I have a ball of, and it's gorgeous. And you have a ball of. Did you already knit yours?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
I have a ball that matches one of hers, and I have a ball that matches one of Selma's, but Selma's already knit hers.
So, I'm pretty sure I have your address, but can you send it again, just in case?
Just in case.
And we'll get that out to you. So, as I said...
There. It's not quite the same as this game.
No. The new giveaway, 2 copies of this, and it will be open until Friday, September 8th at midnight. And she gave me the idea of what the question would be, and it is, where would you wear this shawl while you're out and about this fall? Please provide, I asked for a photo.
You're so Canadian. Out and about.
Yeah, she said something fall related. Well, I wanted to give away one of the other patterns. She's like, well, I just released this one. I was like, okay, I can do that. So she's agreed to give 2 copies, and you must put a picture. If you don't have a picture or a link to a picture,
Sue will come to your house,
yes.
And nobody wants that.
No. So you must be a member of the group. 1 post per person and no chatter. Really, you make me sound like such a...
What the heck were we posting, your husband and I? What did you post? And the wife is always right, or
yeah.
No, what was it?
Something about 9 husbands and there's 10 husbands or something.
No. It was one of those, the husband knows when to keep his mouth shut sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or reacting in terror or
yeah,
something like that. It was
9 out of 10 husbands know how to do this, and well, there's 1 missing. Something like that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that one. It was a different post. Anyway, it was along the lines of husbands knowing when to keep their mouths shut and so on and so forth. And her husband went, she goes, right, Sean? And her husband went, yeah, duh.
That's why
and I said, don't feel bad, Sean. I still react that way too.
Well, and he's like, that's why you got whatever pasta, because he was making pasta the other night.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't think he heard me, and I walked by. I don't like noodles. I like spaghettini. That's the one I like. That's it. That's all. I will eat the other ones, but I don't like them. So
then why do you buy the other one?
For him.
Oh.
And the kids, because he makes casseroles all the time.
Oh.
So I walked up to the counter, and I went, But I didn't think he heard me. So I left the kitchen. When I came back, he's like, you got your spaghettini.
I like every pasta except bow ties. I don't like bow ties.
He is not really a pasta lover. He makes it for me. Because I could eat pasta 5 days a week.
I will eat pasta if I'm out at a restaurant. I will rarely make pasta at home. Very, very rarely. I think Sky makes more pasta.
I used to make it once a week, and I had to tone it down because he was like, no.
I don't even make it. Wouldn't even say I make it once a month.
Mm-hmm.
I make pasta when I go to Rob's because he likes it, and it's usually either spaghetti or seafood sauce. So I eat pasta maybe twice a year that I've made. I'm just not a pasta person. My mother, on the other hand, noodles in everything. Well, tuna noodle casserole, mazzetti, like mostly egg noodles.
Tuna.
And, oh, I love her tuna noodle casserole.
I don't like tuna. That's where my problem lies.
I like her tuna noodle casserole. Okay, there's a lawnmower being ridden outside. It's a little, one of those little tiny bikes that sounds like a lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're motorcycles, but they're like 50cc ones.
Oh, those.
Yeah. I've just lost half the noodles in the ground.
You were talking about noodles.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Let's go on to coupon codes.
Yes, let's do that. Anyway, prompt.
Yes.
Rules. Member of group. No chatter.
I
Post
already
your picture.
told them all, but that's okay.
Did you?
I did.
I don't think you. I thought you did. Only did the picture one.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Continue, because you started them again. One post, remember?
They all know.
No chatter. So our coupon codes. Unbroke Save Me Money. Woolridge Designs has a 15% off coupon until... Oh, okay. Sorry. That one just expired.
It was yesterday. Move along.
Ginger Snaps at 15% off until the end of the year. Tangled 1.5.
Annie Pearl still has her humongous sale going on. Well, that's because it's not a coupon code.
No.
So she's got a huge sale going on, and you guys have done very well reducing her inventory. Thank you very much.
I almost reduced it more, and I'm like, nope.
Because a couple of people went, I had to order this and this and this, and I'm like...
Well, one lady said, I think I ordered half the shop.
Well, yesterday she posted on Facebook, this is all the stuff I have to mail out from this Mondo sale I'm having. And I'm like, sorry, not sorry.
You're
welcome. Maybe mentioned it on the podcast.
You're welcome.
So keep cleaning her out. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try, if she still has some left when payday rolls around, might get me some of those frosted rainbow minis.
They're pretty.
I might. If they're still there on payday.
That means they're meant to be.
If they're still there on payday, they have to be on. So, leave me a set of minis, guys. Buy them. Go ahead. I will not. I have so many minis.
Oh, I know.
Wait. My ex was over at my house, because that happens with us. So he was over at my house and he's looking at this ginormous Ziploc bag. That literally looks like a pillow. It looks like a pillow you'd use in bed.
It's huge.
It's ginormous and it does not have all my minis in it. And he was like, what is this huge bag? And I'm like, those are my minis. And he goes, mini what?
Mini yarn.
And I'm like, little balls of yarn. And he's like, why?
Jeff, don't ask. Just don't do it.
He doesn't understand.
Don't do it.
He doesn't like touching yarn.
No. No, there was a plastic bag between it and him. So
well, there were several plastic bags. But anyway. Yeah. So he was like, I don't understand why you have a large pillow full of little teeny balls of yarn.
You don't need to understand.
It's fine. We'll be okay.
Okay. Geektastic Fibers, 15% off until the end of the year. The number 2, the word Tangled.
Sorry, I picked up my cat earlier and I've been sort of like, I should never pick up my cat. Frog Peak Creations has 15% off until the end of the year. The code is the number 2, Tangled 2017.
Bags by Awesome Granny, 10% off ongoing, 2TS10. Making her say it.
6 Munchkin Stitching has 10% off. It's an ongoing coupon code with no expiry date, and the code is the word 2, Tangled, and the number is 10. Yep.
That's it.
I did it.
You did it.
Yeah.
So what are your plans this evening?
I'm going home and I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to park myself in front of the computer, get the podcast up, and then knit like the wind.
I actually have to do some laundry because I haven't even started packing yet.
So that's normal for you.
I don't have any clean clothes to pack, so
kind of hard to pack,
yeah. It's
kind of hard to do if you don't have them.
Doing some laundry. I've been tasked with getting Taco Bell on the way home.
Right?
I like Taco Bell.
Oh. I'm like, eh. So
works for me.
I put my knitting down.
And I want to go home and not leave again.
You'll be going to Chicago, so you have
Yes,
to leave.
and I am leaving my car with Sylvie and Sarah because Sylvie's going to drive me to the airport.
Well, that's kind of awesome. And
Get a
then
ride.
Then they will have a car.
They will have a car for the weekend because they don't own a car. We live in one of the cities that has the best transit in North America, so it's not impossible. It's not hard to live without a car here. It's a little harder where we live because we're not in the city proper. Well,
But
I
you can
am.
still get around quite a bit.
I'm easy because I've got 6 bus routes that. Oh, they all knew I was easy. As if you're not. Drink some more.
No, I'm good. It's very tart.
She's the one drinking booze. Yeah, I snitched on you.
Mm-hmm.
As if nobody could tell what that was.
Nope.
Well, it's not beer, so. Anyway, time to go now.
Okay.
I need a nap.
So, have a great long weekend, because it's just everywhere pretty much, right?
Well,
The
North
States.
America anyway.
Yeah,
I don't think they have Labor Day in the UK.
Have a good long weekend. Be
Nope.
safe. And we'll see you next week.
You should go like this.
Why? Because of awesome sauce?
Yes.
My husband says I like pig butts, and I cannot lie.
Okay then.
Mm-hmm. And then,
That was a non sequitur.
it wasn't. Where's the freaking
It
mouse?
was.
Okay. Really?
Well, at least it's not your boob.
No.